I come to you today not necessarily to defend Jaylen Brown, and certainly not to make fun of Jaylen Brown and his hair situation like some people on the World Wide Web are. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm more so here to stand up for Jaylen Brown, because as men age, sometimes our hair falls out, and it's not fun. And I did a video about this on myself, March of 2024. The Miami Heat, of course, lost to the Wizards, and I used to have long hair. All the OG subscribers of this channel remember back in the day when I had long hair, and then I buzzed it. And I talked about my hairline and aging gracefully, and how I equate a receding hairline to wisdom and life experience and Jason Statham and Bruce Willis and all that stuff. But some guys, they struggle with it. And Jaylen Brown, seems to be one of those guys that doesn't necessarily want to lose his hair. So it seems like he sprays it on. And there's been not one, not two, but 3 instances now. The first one, of course, was OG Anunoby. The second was Ron Holland. And then most recently, his hair, or quote-unquote hair, rubbed off on Keyshawn George. Is that his name? Somebody on the Wizards. I don't know what's going on with the Wizards. And then I see all these Wizards kids, they're laughing about it and all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to stand up for Jaylen here, okay? And it does seem that Jaylen has a pretty good sense of humor about it, because there is that video out there of him calling up LeBron James.
Call me back. We got some real shit to talk about. I need to know turkey or no turkey, and I ain't talking about no cheese sandwich.
And these days, there's all sorts of options you could do. Like he was joking about going to Turkey to get a hair implant. You could glue a carpet onto your head. You could spray hair onto your head like you're restoring a 1970 Dodge Challenger or something like that. Or you can just go natural. Personally, I think guys like LeBron or Jaylen Brown, I think they should go extremely natural. And I'm going to give 2 examples here. Nate Thurmond and Kimbo Slice. Now, I'm not entirely sure as to what Jaylen Brown or LeBron James, like what their hair situation exactly is, if it's just like a little bit of a receding hairline, or if they're like a full-on kind of Jeff Van Gundy sort of bald. I'm not really sure. If Jaylen did sort of like that Nate Thurmond's kind of look and just go natural, be bald, and like let some hair on the side grow with a big beard, you're already a pretty intimidating looking dude. You got jacked arms, and you would just be this like tough, scary looking, grizzled mountain man kind of guy. Same with LeBron. If LeBron just let his natural gray hair, your natural baldness go, it's juxtaposed with being jacked and intimidating. Oh man. Now the other option that Jaylen Brown has when it comes to his hair is to take a page out of his teammate's playbook, Derek White, and just shave it. Just go fully bald. And personally, I always thought that Derek White's hair was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of funky and unique and kind of added to his look. And I do have respect for guys that do stare adversity in the face when it comes to having receding hair and being like, no, I refuse to back down. I talked about this a few videos ago with Devin Carter and with Jalen Suggs. Derek White was one of these guys. Alex Caruso, of course, was one of these guys. But Alex Caruso, Derek White, both went with the completely bald look. Both played significantly better after going with the completely bald look. And most importantly, both of them won championships with the completely bald look. So I think the best options for Jaylen Brown are, depending on what the baldness scenario is to buzz it really, really short. Like I did a 1.5 this time last year to a skin fade. I really enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. Or you go full Michael Jordan mode, or go completely bald and rock the headband. Or personally, I think he should do the Nate Thurmond look. But I don't think a guy like him needs to be getting involved with hair implants. Like, you're Jaylen Brown. You don't need that stuff. You don't need hair implants. You don't need to be gluing a carpet onto your head. You don't need to be spraying fake ink hair onto your head and then it's rubbing off on people. And then instead of talking about how well Jaylen Brown has been playing this season, I'm pretty sure the guy's averaging like 28, 4, and 4. I'm over here like a weirdo talking about this guy's fake ink hair rubbing off on people's jerseys. Whoever thought I'd make a video about this? Not me. And personally, I'm just really depressed right now that Bam injured his toe. So the Miami Heat are pretty useless without him. Then I come to find out Spo's house burnt down. Have you guys heard about this? Poor Eric Spoelstra, the guy's on this rough West Coast road trip, comes back home and his house is burnt down. So the lesson is appreciate what you have. If you have hair, appreciate it. But if you don't, who gives a shit?